Philly Uncensored Sports Podcast is here in the building. We got the Four Horsemen for the first time in a minute, I think. Oh, no, I think last year we had all for everybody. Since Wayne been kind of dipping in and out the shows, me and Tim had to do several on our own, but nonetheless, we still here. We still live, and we still
Was
bringing
you
the
here last
best.
show?
Yeah, I was here last show, I think. But regardless of that, we still bringing the best Sixers and Eagles podcast and all the land, and sometimes we do a little Phillies talk too, and other sports topics that's relevant. What's up, DB Sports? Today we here for a special joint. Ampool Minds, what's up?
This is an emergency pod. Emergency pod.
This is one of the first pods I think we're going to do in a while where I know me personally, I can't speak for everybody. But I'm leaning on the comment section for some information, for some clarity on what's happening here. I have my own thoughts and ideas, and I'm sure the rest of the three horsemen had their own. But to me, it felt like we tanking the season. It feels like Morey has thrown in the towel and is acquiring assets and money and all this other stuff to possibly go after somebody next year. But it's looking like we out of the race. We were prospective just 2 weeks ago. We were a prospective championship contending team. Now Joel Embiid goes down, and we throwing in the towel. What y'all think? Dimitri Frazier said he loved the Buddy Hill trade, but what is that going to do for the team for real? Really, is that going to get us? We need to go. I think we gave up too much for Buddy Hill, in my opinion. But go ahead, y'all speak on what y'all need to speak on. This is a special emergency pod because I'm feeling some type of way right now. So go ahead, because I could keep
Daryl
going.
Morey is a comment. Daryl Morey is a fraud. Daryl Morey is a fraud and a comment. Daryl Morey has never won or done anything in his whole NBA life. He's living off this James Harden signing that he did. He came in here with all these promises. He came in here. He mortgaged our future with James Harden. We traded away Ben Simmons and multiple draft picks for James Harden. We get here. Harden worked here for a year and a half, maybe 2 years. And he sent James Harden packing, and we got nothing in return. He gets so much praise for little or nothing. He's worse than Doc Rivers. We killed Doc Rivers for that one championship that Doc Rivers won, but Morey gets all this praise around the league, and he has done zero.
Zilch.
I came here, all these guys, and Morey we trust. Morey got something cooked up 2 years ago. Or maybe 3 years ago when we were shipping Ben Simmons, my exact words were, Bill, for now and for the future, because you don't know how long you have Joel Embiid. Let's get Halliburton. Let's get Buddy Hill. The trade is on the table. Let's pull the trigger. No. He gets an agent Harden thinking you could win a chip now, and it blew up in our face. What are you doing? You after Harden's gone, you still have a franchise to run. Build this thing right. This thing was never built right. We traded Harden away and got nothing in return for Harden, but a bunch of role players. It feels like the Barkley trade all over again. We traded Barkley and got Jeff Hornacek and these other guys, and the franchise was in shambles for years after that.
I can agree with that.
So I don't. What is this guy doing?
I don't agree that that's what this feels like. I do feel like Ephraim said. I think it's the towels being thrown at. I think once the big fella went down, especially. But you saying we traded the future away. I think he's actually trying to rebuild it now. I mean, we got a whole bunch of cap space and a bunch of expiring contracts.
You didn't have to do that. If you'd have made the right trade for Ben,
you do not just talk. Okay, but you
nonsense around, man.
Because it's not nonsense. It's not nonsense. You talking about something from 2 years ago. That we're not there no more. We're not there. Now we are where we are. So what to combat that mistake that was made, because it does appear to be a mistake, because he could have, I agree with you. He could have had that. That's not here now. So to compact that, we going to keep reliving that right now? Now you move forward. And to me, I wouldn't have overpaid for it. Wasn't nobody out there to overpay for it. Nobody was moving any big names. So I think he's looking at it. I ain't
like the Springer trade either, but go ahead.
We're going to get there.
I agree with that. I didn't like the Springer trade either. So, I mean, I didn't like the Springer trade because I did like him as a young guy. I really don't know what the direction is. That's why I said when we was talking earlier, I was like, he got to show, he got to do something. He got to prove something. He's setting it up for all this. And if he cannot bring in any kind of big time names in the offseason, because let's face it, no matter what we did, if Joel Embiid wasn't playing, I still don't think a Tyrese Halliburton and Tyrese Maxey backcourt was going to win it like that. I don't think if we had that backcourt that we still would. I don't.
I think that backcourt could hold it down.
I'm looking at Maxey without Embiid, and then what has Maxey done? We was talking about how great Maxey was. What is Maxey doing without Embiid? So
Halliburton,
I don't know.
Dangerous.
Okay, and Halliburton's hurt, and his scoring and stuff down now. So I mean,
he's back now.
Yeah,
he had a game winner.
He played well. I mean,
what? He like 4 or 5 games.
With the 17 points. With the 17 points. Yeah, he had a game winner. Okay. That being said, I still don't think that would be enough to beat some of these teams that we're looking at in the East. I don't think that is good enough to beat the ball. I don't like the fact that we traded to our competition. So what made these guys better? But
with Joel Embiid, I'm sorry.
Can we go around?
Go ahead. Stop crying.
Do y'all want to go around or not?
No, let's not go around. Let's start. Let's everybody just start jumping. Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
The way I look at NBA teams, especially playoff teams, are they constructed like a dollar bill. With like a dollar bill, everybody's comprised of. You have like to make that dollar bill. You have players. They may be one player might be worth 20 cents, the other might be worth a dime or a nickel quarter. I think with how we constructed so messed up where Embiid was like worth a 50-cent piece. It was worth too much. So when you lose that 50-cent piece, although it has a lot of bang for his buck, when you lose that 50-cent piece, now you need a lot of people to make up for that. And we didn't have the talent, which is why we struggle. We've been struggling without Joel Embiid. So now we do got to build this differently. We do got to start from scratch. We got to make sure we got to reduce roles of star players like Joel, just so that when this happens again, because it will happen again, we can still be able to compete with everybody. Now, as far as the that Springer trade,
exactly, Larry,
that's going to hurt us. Reason being is, say what you want about him offensively, the Boston Celtics do not need him offensively. But guess what? He is a key cog in bringing him in. And if you still got Tatum playing offense, Porzingis playing offense, Jaylen Brown playing offense, Derek White playing offense, and you just have him as the person that he's just going to guard, one of the toughest guards on your team, that's something that he can do, and he can contribute to an NBA title this year. That's something that we should have been able to hold on to. And he was a first-round pick, and we traded him for a second-round pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. Go ahead.
To me, that was something that we definitely want to regret long term.
I agree with a lot of that. Mitchie Frazier said gave away 2 of our best defenders, the Pat Bev trade and the Jerry Springer.
Jordan.
I know. The boy Stinger.
Yeah, was Jaden
Springer is, I mean, he just came off one of his best performances. He hasn't played much, and it's not like he contributed much to us all year. But now, when called upon to play, because we got all these injuries and all this other stuff like that, he actually played really good defense versus Steph Curry. I thought that 4-point play they took away from Curry was kind of whack, but that's neither here nor there. Jaden played actually pretty good defense. I'm more upset about the Pat Bev trade just because if you think, I guess, see, most of this is contingent around what is Morey really hearing about Joel Embiid. If you hearing it's a possibility that Joel Embiid may be done for the year, then do you consider kind of planning for next year? Because at this point, I mean, all right, me either could go back and recap what we did wrong with the Harden trade when he traded for Ben Simmons and all that kind of stuff like that. And all those points is valid. But right now, you can't undo stupid. All right, so we did the dumb trade. You can't undo it. So now you got to start thinking, well, how do I make better moves going forward? And if you feel Joel Embiid is actually done, do you then pack it in and try to shoot for next year? Or if you feel Joey is actually done, do you consider possibly trading Joel Embiid? Like what are your options here to possibly think about rebuilding? Are you building around Maxey? Are you trying to trade Joel Embiid for a bunch of assets and then go after somebody bigger? Are you waiting for free agency? Somebody asked the question, when has a team built their team, a championship team, through free agency? That's a good question. When you see that outside when LeBron went to Miami, when as a team,
When Golden State went and got the Slim
They
Reaper.
already had the core of their
but
team.
you already had the core. I mean, he's talking about build. Like, and I don't think most teams try to build
Miami
it.
did do that.
So Embiid and Maxey not a core.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
where's B?
but it's so many. That B injury has sent so many things awry with the Sixers right now. It's not even funny because for one, nobody knows how severe it is. Nobody knows if it's going to be reoccurring because B has been getting hurt, pretty frequently the last couple of years. So now it starts raising questions in your head. Can he really be the centerpiece that you need, especially coming down the clutch in the season? So there's a lot of questions, man. I'm confused. I don't know, man. I'm kind of irritated. I don't trust Daryl Morey fully.
Well, they are saying that the Sixers are trying to look for that buyout market. So
who do we want? Do you really want Kyle Lowry? Come on, man.
Well, somebody said Dinwiddie.
Dinwiddie?
Somebody said Dinwiddie. Yeah.
Dinwiddie? You making the season with him?
You don't think Dinwiddie's so who? All right. So who was the person that you would? Who was the person you would look? All right, then tell me who was the person that's available that you would.
Nobody in the buyout that you.
Who was the person? Then who was available at the trade deadline that you was going to get that was going to make a big difference?
He already blew it. The season's done.
Who? Who was available at the trade?
No one.
Exactly. So how we mad that he didn't make some trades when there wasn't nobody to trade for?
This what you got. This what you got. What we have to understand right now. We have no real assets to get anybody.
All right? We do have assets. What are you talking about?
No, we don't.
They don't want all these draft. Teams don't want all these draft picks. What team wants that? Do Atlanta want that? No.
Any team that's looking to lose do want draft pick. If they're looking to tank it in, they want draft picks and they want expiring contracts. That's what it looks like the Sixers are doing.
Tank that has a player that will help this roster.
What team is offering any players? What team is offering any players? Period. What big free agent? What big trades? What big players would trade? Big time players that was going to come here and make a difference.
Let me put it like this: no team is doing nothing dumb that the Sixers did with the Clippers to give Harden for all these garbage role players. Nobody's doing that. We got a bunch of bum role players for James Harden. That's what we got. That's why I called it the Barkley trade. Who do we get out that trade? Who now do we think that can help this team right now? That's helping this team right now, that trade.
I think they're all gone. I think we traded them all.
For him to help the team when Joel Embiid hurt. Nobody.
Everybody.
He was banking on being able to get a suit. He was banking on being able to trade for a star, and it ain't there.
Everybody in the beginning of the season feel that they're going to win a championship. So, at the end of the season, who are we going to trade with? Because we still going to need to make a trade, or we're going to need to sign somebody at the beginning of next year if we really want to go on the run.
We got Toby. We're gonna be okay. That's a slow bias.
We're gonna have Toby next year, and we might not have Maxey since Morey's a liar. Yeah. We might not. Maxey might not be back.
He didn't make Maxey yet. He made Maxey wait till this year.
Do y'all think Nick Nurse had anything to do with any of these trades? Any involvement?
I think it's Morey.
Nick Nurse, do you think Nick Nurse had any say? Do you think he brought him in and asked him, yo, what you think about this? What you think about that? Because ultimately, these are players he has to coach. Do you think these were some hand-picked players by Morey at all?
I do think that Nick Nurse he probably felt in order to run his offense, he needs shooters. So they went out, they had to get a legit shooter in Buddy Hield. That's something that we never had. We didn't have real shooters. So I think Maxey struggled because he didn't have a shooter. So maybe they was determined to finally get a shooter who they could have had 2 years ago, along with the man. What's his name? What's the one for Sacramento?
Halliburton.
I mean, this is discouraging because to me, we're going to be in the same spot next year. Well, except like next year, we only have two players on the contract next year, unless we make it to the second round.
And Maxey's not one of them.
Yeah,
it's a good free agency. Right. Next year is going to be a decent free agency year, in my opinion. I think it's going to be a good free agency year.
How?
What do you mean? How?
Who's coming out?
All right.
They got Maxey ranked number one. Outside of that, you got LeBron. You got PJ.
I'm thinking. Remember, when I did
Paul
some, when I was
George.
looking up, when I was looking up Joel
Siakam,
Embiid,
DeRozan, Siakam, Russell, D'Angelo Russell.
So you should
I'm
have
gonna
got
tell y'all this.
Siakam this year then.
When I was looking up Joel
No,
Embiid's knee
how?
injury,
But see,
Hold
this
on,
said
hold
you
on,
saying
hold on.
about getting Siakam.
I want to hear
Wait.
What?
Let Ethan finish his thought, then come back
when
to
I
that.
was
Go
looking
ahead.
up Joel Embiid's knee
All right.
injury, you know what they said the injury was caused from? Wear and tear. I don't think I put that on the board, but the injury, when I looked it up, a lot of times that injury was caused from wear and tear. So do you look at Joel? Are they really looking at Joel Embiid and saying, man, this, I don't know how much he really has left on these knees?
He might have to go down 30 pounds.
And
That's
is
a good point.
that going to hurt or help his game?
Or he might have to sit out some games without being criticized by the fans, or podcast experts saying that
Unappreciative people.
that he's lying and he's not really hurt as he is, and he need to play, and how the person loved how when Doc Rivers, when B would try to sit out, Doc Rivers will force him to play. If he's wearing tear, then maybe Doc caused a little bit of that too, forcing him to play. Sometimes he didn't want to, and other kind of stuff like that. Those injuries do accumulate over time, over months.
Yeah, we let that ball sit for 2.5 years.
Just saying. Ethan gave you the facts. He said the injuries are wear and tear injury. I'm just saying. I was the one who told y'all at the very beginning that big men normally get hurt like this. Either it's their feet or it's their knees or their back. This is a big man problem. So that's why I never worry. I was never overly concerned when he missed some games, but some people was in panic mode saying, well, oh, dear Lord, if he misses 2 games and we missed that first position by a game and get in the playoffs, it's going to be the worst thing ever happened to us, not considering that possibly the worst thing that happened to us was him not being here for the playoffs. How about that? How about that?
He was going to get hurt regardless. No matter what you say,
Ethan said it's hurt
every single year of his career.
He never missed more than 10 games straight. They say he never missed more than 10 games straight.
Every year. He's been in the league for 9 years. He had 3 years with Doc. The other 6 years he's been hurt. It doesn't matter who's around him.
Can you tell me he never missed more than 10 games straight?
It doesn't matter. He missed 2 years.
I'm just telling you. But like I told you,
82 games straight 1 year. 82.
And for those years, a lot of times he didn't play the whole season. So he helped the wear and tear on his body not tear when he finally got into the most important games of the playoffs.
There's no more excuses. The way
I'm just saying. Ethan said the injuries wear and tear. Are you not listening to science at this point? And I told y'all from the very beginning, I said big dudes have a problem with their back, knees, and their feet. Remember Yao Ming? Remember Yao, one of the most effective, promising stories. Remember what's his game? The bull who got drafted by Portland, bad knees.
You know what it means to be wear and tear
from Ohio.
You know what wear and tear means?
God.
It means that it was gonna go regardless. It might have went this week, next week, or the week after. But
what's the bull name? Not was Greg Oden. Remember him?
Yeah. You know what's funny though, Ephraim? Some same people that sit there and talk about Embiid and misses so many games, but then talk about how many games Maxey, who's like 23, 24, needs to sit and rest because Maxey's getting tired.
Exactly. Remember that?
You want to talk about how tired Maxey is, but then you want to complain about B. But getting back to the free agency,
I never complain about B.
How y'all feel about Cameron Payne? They asked how y'all feel about Cameron Payne. Tim Wayne don't pay no attention. How you feel about Payne? What you think about that move?
I liked him in Portland. I mean, in Phoenix. I haven't really watched him with the Bucks.
But I mean, was he really getting any time and anything in the Bucks? So I don't know, man. Hey, what you said you like the young boy so much? Remember the young boy council been lighting up the score. Hey, maybe that's the shooter they need. So who knows? Maybe now he get that time to develop and he get to shoot now. Remember Tim was all hyped up about the young boys running up and down the court with the braids flapping around shooting.
X-Man campaign is a bum. He is a bum. I said that on the thing.
I'm not saying he's a bum, but I don't know if he better. I mean, it's a lateral move.
He's not better than Pat.
I didn't say he was better than Pat.
We'll get first-hand experience with dude.
Ish Smith is probably better. I like Ish Smith actually. By the way, I thought he got a raw deal here. Ish Smith got game. He a journeyman a little bit, but Ish Smith got game though. I like Ish Smith game. That's what I asked Ron L. I asked that question earlier. I had a couple people in the comment section say that they don't think he liked Pat Bev, so they don't think he had too much to do with it. I think he did though. I don't think Morey will necessarily make the amount of trades he made without consulting the coach. I think he did consult Nick
I
Nurse.
don't know. I think Morey thinks he's the smartest man in the room.
I'm not saying I'm not disagreeing with that.
I don't doubt that. Right.
But I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Time will tell. Well, apparently Pat Bev been told something different by Morey. What you think Pat Bev was told by Morey? You think Morey told him he wasn't going to trade him?
Yeah, what happened was on his podcast the other day, today actually, he said when they was in Denver last week, he asked Morey, was he gonna get traded, and would he be traded? And Morey said, "Oh no, you ain't gonna be traded." Then a week and a half later, he trades him.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, this dude Morey is a clown. He's a clown, bro. First of all, if you a real G, this what Cat Williams and Monique is going through. People lying to him, and that's why they on this world tour. And that's why they on this world tour to expose people, because people have told too many stories, and in certain communities, it's sayings that I mean, your stones and your word is all that you have. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have that, what do you have? And we live on that. You know what I mean? Stand on your word and all that kind of stuff like that. So if I understand as a GM, you can't guarantee nobody's going to be traded. So don't tell me I'm not if you know you can't guarantee that. And if you go and tell me I'm not, then you better make sure I don't get traded. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I don't like about dudes like that. Like if I did ask you as a player, like, yo, am I going to get traded? And you say, look, man, I would love to keep you. I love to keep a lot of people, but be honest with you, bro. If the right trade come around, I ain't going to say that you wouldn't, but right now you were asking to the team, blah, blah, blah. Like, keep it a bean with me. No. You good, buddy. Pat me on the back.
The thing is, what did we really gain from that Pat Bev trade? We got a second round pick, which we know is really useless in the NBA.
I don't understand it because
wait. Hold on. Let's just be consistent with stuff, because if we're saying like we gave up so much, we gave up two second round picks in a trade, and then the one breath we're saying we gave up too much, but then
we gave up first round picks.
Second round pick. No, we didn't.
What do you mean? Who did give up second round picks? What you talking about?
So the trade that we just made. Remember, we just made the trade. We said we just gave up too much for the boy we got.
Buddy Hill.
Hill. You said we gave up too much for Hill. We gave up 2 second round picks.
You said that.
Too much. We gave up too much for him.
Yeah.
Right,
so you don't think we gave up too much for him?
I think we did. Yes.
You don't think we gave up too much for Hill?
Yes, I did.
Ethan, do you think we gave up too much for Hill?
What did we trade? Was it a person?
Yeah, Court Mines and
I'm not high. Me personally, I'm not high on Buddy Hill. He's very streaky to me. In that trade, I really wanted Halliburton. Buddy Hill.
It's crazy how you hear me.
When was I ever
Hold
on. When was I ever crazy?
Buddy Hill for Toby and all this other.
Hold on. See, let me correct you. You from like Buddy Hill. You from like Buddy Hill coming out of college. I was never that high on Buddy Hill
too. Tim was all up. Remember how Tim was all hyped about Buddy Hill?
Ethan didn't like the way Buddy Hill looked.
You from in Tim, but you're not me.
All right, here's
but Ethan may not, but Tim did.
Since you're gonna call my name, let me respond. When everybody was talking about Buddy Hill coming over with Halliburton, we needed Buddy Hill money, and his money matched Tobias's money. So it was Tobias' money and Buddy Hill money with Halliburton on a rookie contract. We said that deal would work, so we kept saying Buddy Hill and Halliburton because that would have matched what Tobias. The trade was for to see if we can get either Tobias or Ben Simmons, but one of their monies to match. That was the reason behind it. And we said Buddy Hill could shoot. He was a shooter, and he wanted to come to Philadelphia. But besides that, y'all, do y'all realize they waived all the players besides not Pat Bev, but Daniel House got waived today. Marcus Morris got waived today, and so did Korkmaz.
Oh, so the Sixers can bring him back and make y'all happy.
You can't, not till next year. They got to be a full year after, or at least the league.
Oh, the Knicks got Brogdon.
Yeah, the Knicks signed. They got Brogdon. They went and got Brogdon, and they got Alex Burke.
When did the Knicks get Brogdon? I didn't see that on the ticker.
While y'all was crying about Morey, it happened.
I'm glad I didn't hear that, because I would have called Morey up personally.
So you let the Knicks get Brogdon. Okay. What the Knicks trade? What they had to give up for Brogdon? Do we know?
So Quentin Brown, somebody I forget who it was. I was looking at all. I posted like a bunch of roach bombs to the chat like all day long.
That's because you should have been following Sham instead.
Oh, they saying not Brogdon. Who's Bogdan?
It was
Bojan Bogdanovic. That's what it was.
The shooter boy.
Yeah, calm down, Tim. It didn't get Brogdon. Calm down.
Right. Okay, the bull from Atlanta, the white bull.
He's still a shooter.
He's still a sniper though. That's a huge pickup. He can shoot. I like that. Okay, you had me.
Hey, but the Knicks don't got nobody playing because they getting waxed right now. But everybody ain't playing tonight.
Well, you know they got they down.
Oh, that's right. Anunoby is hurt. That's right. Anunoby hurt.
MOTC, you right. Knicks out of squad. Knicks is better than the Sixers right now.
Oh yeah.
Knicks getting mopped by 20 right now by Dallas.
You got no players.
Yeah, is anybody even playing? Oh, not the Atlanta Bogdan. Oh, they got the Pistons. Okay, all right. Thank you, Star Screen. I thought they got the bull from Atlanta. I'm about to say that bull can shoot. I don't know too much about the Pistons.
Wasn't he with the Pistons from Atlanta?
No, he was still with Atlanta, wasn't he?
No, they made a trade with the Pistons.
You know, Bob said, didn't he used to play for Atlanta? Ain't that the same boy they used to play for Atlanta?
You gotta find this out because I don't.
No, they say you keep saying the name
wrong.
No,
and they got New York got Alec Burke back.
Okay, they got Bojan
Bogdanovic.
Yeah, he played. No, that's not the same one from Atlanta.
Oh, that's not good. Other than I don't care about what the Knicks done.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, Tim, you still want Kyle Lowry?
We need a real point guard. I'm telling y'all gonna see how well Maxey does when he's playing with point.
Wait. Y'all downplaying the bull Bogdanovic that they got averages 20 points a game this year.
It's a good pick then. He played for whack team.
Yeah, the bull played for the
Detroit won the
starting 20 points.
Outside the rookie board that they got in Detroit, who else they got though?
Yeah, can I live? Yeah, it was the boy that played for the Pacers. He used to play for the Pacers. That's where he was. So, I mean, hey.
See, that's what I'm saying, Boozilla. Somebody got average 20. That's why we trash outside of the rookie board that they got.
Somebody got average. But all right, so I get what y'all saying with that. But now you putting him, he's in the rotation with the Knicks where you don't need him to score 20 points, but you know he can score though.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? That's what we was talking about. Like, remember we talking about some of this with Denver, where Denver was built up. They had their superstars, they had their superstar, they had their star, and they had a bunch of players who were like the dudes like Aaron Gordon, who was like played like the main player on other teams, and then they came there and was role players.
And Puman said you were average.
Those kind of players though.
And Puman said you were average 20 with the Knicks.
Not now.
MOTC said he's shooting 40% from 3 this year. Let me cap check that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's shooting 40.
I mean, I'm going a little bit.
Shooting 40%.
So B is projected.
Not bad.
They said in 4 weeks they're going to reevaluate him.
He'll be back in 6 weeks. I mean,
so he'll be back before the playoffs.
They got their All-Star break, so that's like a week off anyway. So I mean,
so is B playing in an All-Star game?
D better not be. No,
of course he ain't. He just got surgery.
Remember last year he went to play an All-Star game or something? What happened that year he went to play when he was hurt, but he played
he's already been replaced.
Who he replaced with?
I think Trae Young is one of the players. I forgot who the second person is.
Who's the lottery picks next year? I think we tanking for a lottery pick.
Man, we ain't getting no lottery.
Just bringing a new young boy. Why not?
Wayne believes in Morey more than everybody.
He does.
Morey was saying,
hold. How is this saying I believe in Morey if I'm saying that we about to be that bad that we're going to get a lottery pick? I didn't say that it's genius what he's doing. No, I'm saying that this is the position that we're about to be in.
Last year when I was like, we gotta trade, we gotta trade Tobias. You was like, no, you was like, because he's gonna have that expiring contract, and Morey gonna use that expiring contract and get us a star in this joint. It didn't happen at all.
Well,
yeah, we did think Toby's gonna get traded for the trade deadline. Now Kobe's walking next year.
What stars were available at the trade deadline?
DeJounte Murray was
I'm not a GM.
available. We didn't come.
No, he was not. Did he go anywhere?
He was available. His name was.
Right.
If your name is out there with all these different teams,
So
they
basically, you telling me
the asking price might have been too high.
You telling me. So you telling me you complaining about something to be too high to bring in one guy? You're going to overpay in this market for the most part. And guess what? Without Embiid, if Embiid was here, for what? If Embiid is not here, it don't make a difference. Him and Maxey's not doing no damage.
You know why? Because his contract.
Maybe if Oubre, Toby, and Maxey all played like the guys that we all talked about on the beat.
No, I don't.
You know No. Because if Maxey was a 50, if Maxey was a 50-point dropping against Utah, that we was all hopping Maxey next up. Maxey,
we're not including. We're not including Tobias Harris.
I did. I just talked about Tobias too. I said Matt.
No.
Tobias, and Maxey should have been good enough where we didn't stink this bad the last couple games.
But you're saying if Tobias. Anytime you say if Tobias, that your whole argument goes out the window because we know exactly what we're going to
get. If 13 points a game, you tell me how great he was.
And that's why. And that's why you trade him. That's why you trade them.
Trade who?
That's
trade
why,
them all then.
Regardless, you give up. If you got to pay a little extra, you play a little extra.
So who you trade Tobias for, right? Who would you go trade Tobias for and bring in?
DeJounte Murray. I'm telling you, I tell you, and without Embiid, just still going nowhere. You don't know that. Here's the thing: you don't know. You didn't make the trade. You made.
I do,
but you don't know it.
You know why I know that? Because what was our rebounding since Embiid been gone?
Doesn't matter. I'm not worried about the
defense. I'm worried. Except for Springer and what's the name that we traded.
Morey is trying. So he's trying to fleece everybody. Sometimes you like, no, this is the player I want. If you target that player, you get him. And the reason why you could do that is because DeJounte Murray's contract is sweet. He doesn't make 40 or 50 million. He makes about 20, 25 million, and he got like 3 more years left on that deal.
I don't care what the contract is saying. If you're telling me we talking about trying to win this year, because this is what you're arguing now. If we're talking about winning this stuff this year,
I'm arguing that he could.
I said from the jump, I have no problem trading Tobias. But all this,
no, you do have problems trading him. You do.
The man that y'all hated on, the man that y'all wanted to wear himself out because he didn't play against Joker. Without him, it don't matter who you bringing in here on this trade deadline. The Sixers ain't doing nothing. I don't care about DeJounte Murray. I don't care about Murray States. I don't care about Murray from around the block. I don't care about Bill Murray. You ain't winning without Embiid.
What you're trying to do is hold the team down till Embiid gets back.
That's the goal.
He might go sit and rest because then he come back and then you'll say he's selfish because he rushing back because he want to do whatever and he's selfish. So let him just go ahead and heal up there and go and let's play for a lottery.
This is sad.
The worst that's going to happen is going to blow his knee out again, and Six is going to be paying him for the next 4 to 5 years to not do nothing. He's going to be another Todd McCullough. How many years?
All the stuff that Wayne, all the rant that Wayne just did. I think I did that. He tried to swagger jack my point. I actually did that last podcast.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I said that last.
You wasn't on the last podcast.
The last podcast we talked about Joel Embiid. I was there. I said we ain't going nowhere without the big man anyway.
First of all, I said that before you even said that. I've been saying that the last couple when I kept telling them to just trade Embiid. I've been saying that from back when Embiid missed the other game when you wasn't on the pod. I've been saying that. I've been trolling them and saying if you don't want him to trade him and rebuild. I've been saying that. But you're not winning even without him on this team.
Y'all argument is not good.
Can I speak, please?
You did. I heard
okay.
You were heard.
I let you and Wayne had this one-on-one back and forth for literally 3 to 5 minutes, and I didn't say a word. And as soon as I start talking, I get 5 words in, I get cut off. That's how we gonna do it now? Is that how we playing, or are we having an equalizing the conversation?
It's never equal, but go ahead.
You're right.
Exactly.
But because Wayne talk a whole bunch. Wayne take up 60%, 70% of the airtime.
However, fact, you and your brother open for like 10 minutes. Go ahead.
All that being said, Wayne is right. We ain't going nowhere without Embiid, but I do agree. And this is why I said what I said in the beginning. It's a lot we don't really know. Morey, I will hope, knows more than we know about Joel Embiid. If there's a possibility Joel Embiid comes back for this year, I think the trades are bad. If you know he's done for the season, then the trades might not be so bad, depending on what kind of moves you make in the offseason. That's where that's the only way I could look at this thing, because if you do, even if you traded and got DeJounte Murray and B didn't come back and you had him and Maxey in the backcourt, I mean, yeah, you might make a playoff run, but that's where it's going to end. First round, probably, maybe second round at best if you get fortunate. But you ain't going no further than that. But if you know Joel Embiid is coming back, then you make that trade. Now, if Embiid comes back in a month, I'm gonna be a little irritated that we ain't go out there and get DeJounte Murray, because I'm not sure. I like Buddy Hield and all that, but I feel we gave up too much for Buddy Hield. I'm not understanding. 3 second-round picks is nobody really. The second-round pick is not valued that high, but it's still an asset. And 3 of them, and I think we give him Marquise Morris. Did we give him Marcus Morris in that deal too?
I don't even know who we gave up for him.
Yeah, Court.
So we gave
I
him.
thought it was 2 second-rounders in Morris and Court.
And Court
For Buddy Hield.
Yeah, for Buddy
Ain't
Hield.
Buddy Hield any coming off the bench right now?
I don't know.
I know that.
Yeah, we got the bull council that's lighting up the league shooting right now.
Buddy Hield last year was coming off the bench. Is this? I gotta see. Now you're about to really make me do my research. Now he's averaging 12 points a game. He's shooting 44% field goal, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and
he's shooting 38% from 3.
That's what we giving up all them players, all them assets for. What did we get back? Buddy Hield and what else?
A dream.
Yeah, that ain't no dream coming. Ain't no dream coming.
Yes, yeah, X-Men. That's what I thought. He coming off the bench. So you give up all that for a bench player?
Yeah. But we gave up 2 bench players and 2 second-round picks.
I mean, tell me. I mean, maybe I'm tripping, y'all. But this is what I'm saying. This is the same thing I said about the Ben Simmons trade. As much as I didn't think Ben Simmons was valuable, people actually had high value on Ben Simmons. He about 10 to 12 years younger than Harden at the time. You gave up his. Go ahead.
Honestly, though, Ephraim, this is worse than that trade, though. This is worse than the trade in the fact that, like, it's not even like a lateral. Like what's the point of it? You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't even bring nothing of value back, and you gave up. He better have some other plan.
It's not
something on it. Who's coming off of it?
He messed
up. We know who's going to be in the market.
All right, let me jump in. Here's why he messed up the trade, because the Buddy Hield is actually a free agent at the end of the year. So you gave all of this up, and he's not, and he's a unrestricted free agent.
He's trying to open cap space.
But we already had to cut. He gave up expiring contracts. To me, if you make this trade, you made this trade with the intent that Joel's coming back. And if Joel's coming back, then you should have overpaid for DeJounte Murray because you all in for it. Because to me, you're not going to trade all of this for Buddy Hield just so he could play without Joel coming back this year. Joel, he's a free agent. Buddy Hield is. This is bad.
I mean, we'll have cap space because that Toby coming off, right? Toby coming off the cap. I guess Buddy Hield's coming off the cap.
Everybody on his roster is coming off except for Bede and what's his name? Reed. Bede and Reed.
And Reed stinks. I'm tired of Paul Reed.
It's a clear slate.
Here's the thing: if we don't get to the second round of playoffs, Paul Reed's contract going off the books too. It's only guaranteed that we make it to the second round.
See, I'm not.
It's just you. It's just you, A.
Who was his agent?
No. Hey, Wayne, get closer to the camera. Your eyes looking a little hazy, bro. You good?
Remember Danny?
What you mean that I suffer pink eye all week? And that's what we gonna go, even though y'all know that. Okay. We all know this, and this is what we're gonna talk about.
Let me do my thing. Let me do my thing.
Everybody was there talking about how I look like I got punched in my eyes a couple of days ago. We know my eyes been messed up all week, and this is what we're gonna talk about.
Yes, that's what we do here. We make people feel bad about things they can't control.
That's what I'm talking about. Paul George this summer. They said the Sixers are targeting. I don't know. I don't know Tobias Harris if I do that. I'm not a fan of Green. I know he's a good player, but I'm really not a fan of Green like that. But Paul, come on. How old is Paul George now? Come on.
What about
Trey Young?
What about Trey Young?
You can have a Maxey.
Maxey?
What you say now?
It's a small backcourt though. I mean Trey and Maxey.
What you say, Tim?
You can't have that small of a backcourt. If I'm going all in, I'm getting DeJounte Murray next. He's 6'5". You need a tall backcourt. Remember, AI always had to have somebody taller.
You like the tall dudes, don't you?
What do you say? No, I'm just we keep getting these undersized and that's no devil. we always have undersized.
I agree. Trey Young and Maxey's too small.
Why would even if Paul George had a substantial amount of game left, why would he come here though? Paul George not coming here, bro. Paul George, he already played.
I remember when Brett was talking about all the free agents we was gonna get. Like, when he's talking about, in fact, Paul George, what up? He like Paul George and Brian was gonna be free agents. Come on, let's bring Brian in. Tell Brian to come here for a last run. When would it not Tell me we're gonna draft this son.
Let me ask y'all this as a serious question. If you're an NBA player, would you want to play with an often hurt Joel Embiid?
No.
As opposed to who else? It depends on what my other options are.
If you're a superstar player, you got many options. Would you want to play with an often hurt Joel Embiid?
If you're a superstar player, that don't necessarily have many options because people got to have money to pay you.
Why are we dodging the question?
When you answer the question twice, you're gonna let other people answer it.
Yes, I would. I would still come to play with the most dominant big man in the game. Yeah.
All right, my turn. No, but I'm not. The reason why I'm not playing with him is not because it's Joel Embiid often injured, is because he dominates the ball. I would want to go with someone where the ball actually goes around and everybody get a shot.
He don't dominate the ball like that.
LeBron don't love Embiid. LeBron don't love Embiid. LeBron, remember everybody thought Ben Simmons was LeBron's little brother. I'm working out with LeBron.
No, you did.
Man, we everybody was all hyped. Brett Brown was like, "Yeah, we gonna go talk to LeBron."
It was just you.
LeBron a free agent. The Sixers fly to LA to talk to LeBron, and LeBron had them talk to his son and his nephew.
Yeah,
he didn't even meet with him. He didn't even meet with the Sixers. He said, "Yeah, we'll talk."
They were showing them seeds. They was showing the seeds, talking to his son. Now, like, yeah, we gonna get you, young boy. Yeah, then he pops to come here and play with him for a year.
Some representatives, his wife, his maid, a nanny, and somebody else for the Sixers to meet with. You flew all the way to LA to meet LeBron, and he played.
He let the owner, the general manager, and like everybody and the coach, they all flew out there to meet with LeBron, and it wasn't LeBron. It was Lil Penny.
Yeah.
And Puman, shout out. He said Maxey is an impactful all-star ready. He said, is Maxey an impactful all-star ready to lead a team? If so, he should be lighting it up with Embiid out. Outside that 51-point game, he's been average. I'm not gonna say he's been average. He is average.
Wayne has never said Ben Simmons was a superstar talent. No, Wayne has never said that.
No, you did. You did.
Yeah, he said it.
No, I did. No, I did not.
Let's have a vote. Let's vote. Did Wayne say it?
Tim is the only person here called him a superstar. What I said about Ben Simmons was he can provide something. He's not going to be trash.
No.
He's a top 3-point guard in the league.
We wasn't even in the pod when I said that. And I said no, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
You said that he was the next LeBron and trade Embiid and keep Ben Simmons. So how far back we gonna go? I also said trade Ben Simmons for Paul. I also said trade Ben Simmons for CP3 years ago, and y'all told me I was crazy. We did say he was crazy, but it wasn't particularly for that.
What we said was. What you said was
he was done.
Okay, let's stop trying to overtalk me. What you said was Bron is going to be better than Steph Curry like 4 years ago. That's what you said. About 3 years ago. That's actually the beginning of
He's going to be the number two. I said he's going to be number two, top
yeah.
2 point guard in the league. I did.
Yeah, and he'll be better than Steph Curry.
I know. Because I bought into that stupid shooting video that he had that when I was like, oh, he's coming back shooting a jump shot. I bought into it. I ain't listen. I bought into that for a minute. But I ain't been but since then, don't sit there and act like somebody told me they got tapes where I'm saying Ben Simmons was a superstar. I ain't say no daggone Ben Simmons.
No. What they said was superstar talent, and you did believe his talent level was borderline superstar. Anytime you say you think he this year, coming year, he's gonna be the top 3 point guard, that's superstar level talent. So you did think he had superstar level talent. So that's what they're saying. But real quick, Ample Minds, I do want to address that about Maxey. For one, Maxey does it is going. For one, he was sick the other game. We got to remember that. Remember, he was almost scratched off the starting lineup because he wasn't feeling well. So he played the game apparently probably with some flu-like symptoms. Maybe he was trying to get a flu game out the deal, but it didn't work out in his favor. But you also got to give him time for acclimating to playing without Embiid. I still think Maxey is a great talent. Man, I watched this video the other day and it was saying how Maxey, his numbers are better than a lot of players who we consider superstars now, Steph Curry being one of them, at 23 years of age. So Maxey has been his average is he averaging 25. One point he's averaging 27 points a game. He's having 25 points a game. What, six assists, 4 rebounds. He's putting up some solid numbers. So he's going to get acclimated.
How many assists he gonna have without Bead?
No, it's going to go down. You got the big man going to go down, but I actually think now he may be able to get his points up. I think Maxey can get his points up. It's just going to take a little bit of adjustment period because now he's going to start, defenses are going to start rolling toward his way a little faster. He's going to start seeing more doubles than he's seen before. But now this is an opportunity to facilitate a little better and now improve or just really be a little bit more aggressive, going to the rack, getting foul calls, all that kind of stuff. I think Maxey's going to be all right.
Can I play devil's advocate? Can I play devil's advocate right now?
Go ahead.
All right. Maybe we do have a chance to win right now. What I'm thinking is with Nick Batum, once he gets healthy from the hamstring injury, and once Buddy Hield gets in, you have actually 2 shooters.
You still got Covington too, don't you? Or did we trade him?
Well, he's still hurt right now, but you have 2 shooters that they can actually get their shot off real fast and they shoot at a high clip. So with Maxey finding these open shooters, it may make his game easier. And then when Joel gets in here, we may have a chance to make a little run. I'm not gonna say we could win it all, but maybe with the shooting, and then our big men coming back in 6 weeks, maybe, just maybe, we got a chance to do a little something this year. What y'all think?
I'll say this, Tim. That wouldn't be so far-fetched, except for I'm trying to the trades make no sense right now because
I'm just talking about the players.
I mean, when you said we got Buddy Hield, no, I know, but because I'm thinking about that because if Toby and Oubre and Maxey play like we've seen them play in stretches this year, and you got Hield and Embiid comes back, you can make a run. I don't know how. You still need a point guard. I like what Pat Bev brought to this team as a backup point guard. I don't. Did you replace that? And you gave up Springer.
But maybe Kyle Lowry is saying that in the buyout market, I will.
I want no parts of Kyle Lowry. I want no parts.
I want every part of. I know. I want the
more. Pause.
All right. 1,000 pause. But y'all know how I feel about point guard. I just think that a point guard. You need a point guard, especially when you don't have.
I missed that. He said he get excited when he talk about point guard.
He said he want every part of Kyle Lowry.
He want every part of Kyle Lowry. I might have to clip that and put it on TikTok. That's gonna be my promo on my page.
We're gonna edit that one.
I didn't hear that. That's funny.
But no, we need him to come in and actually be our point guard. We need that.
All right, do y'all agree with this comment from Mr. Rohan Dunbar? He said we gave up absolutely nothing. Morris, eighth man off the bench. Korkmaz, hardly an NBA player. House and his step back. Pat Bev, veteran locker room and voice. Springer, not a point guard. Two guard, small nor power forward. He said, okay, not a point guard, shooting guard, or a small power forward. Do y'all agree with that?
No.
We lost Wayne.
Wow, what a picture.
Pause. His picture is paused.
I know.
Keep that up. We're gonna put that as our avatar.
Am I back?
Yeah, there you go.
No, but I'm just saying that's what's baffling me about all the trade stuff, because I'm just like, what was the point of it though? You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, if you're making that room, but what are you making that room for? Like, because we really didn't trade anybody that was of true value. Like who did we trade that was really going to be an integral part of it? That was really an integral part of this team. Maybe Pat Bev, but for real, what really did we trade out player wise?
Well,
Listen, I agree with the how you say that. The camera hand. Why would you help Milwaukee when you know Pat Bev can help that team? You might have to see them in the playoffs. Do you think about that when you just swap players out?
we
You
played
I
them.
don't even think that trade was even necessary.
We played them in 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna have Pat Bev chasing Maxey around, and you know how you get. Like, come on, man.
What they trade Pat Bev for? I mean, who do we get for Pat Bev?
Cameron
2
Payne.
second-round picks and Cameron Payne. Well, we need. He's a.
So wait, we got what? So wait, what did we get? What did we get?
We got them second round picks back that we traded.
Yeah.
So basically, we just got the second round picks back and campaign.
Yeah.
But we needed the.
Are they hoping that they could? Are they hoping they can relight campaign and get campaign from
Cameron Payne.
couple years ago?
You can't
He's
relight
the
these dudes. You can't relight something that's already smoked.
Yeah.
I root for him to come home.
Who that?
They might as well sign Tony Snell.
Oh,
He can come home when he retire. Let him come home and retire. Let him retire and come home and watch the games.
Let's sign Snell. He could probably do something better. Sign Tony Snell.
No.
I don't trust his life choices.
Yeah, that's hate.
I mean, Mitri, good looking out. As a fan base, when do we actually say we give up on this Embiid era and ready to move on? The front office is not serious, and with Embiid's injuries. I mean, it's a legitimate question because of the injury history.
It is.
I think we all know B. I mean, baller, top 5 in the league, going to go down as one of the most skilled big men in the history of the game. But the injuries are problematic. Is it a point where you say, "Yo, we can't keep going through this cycle over and over again"? And if you wait too long, you're not going to get what he's worth.
And all right, here's what I'll say.
Campaign shooting 38%. Is that bad from 3?
He's shooting 2 threes. He's shooting 2 threes a game.
All right,
No,
quick question. Can we answer the question first before y'all jump to another one?
Let's answer the question.
All right. As far as the fan base goes, Embiid is a unique talent that you just don't give away. The way you get around it is you don't center everything around him. It's that simple. You still going to keep him, but you just can't.
But that's unrealistic when he's.
But you're saying it's unrealistic, but you haven't given it a try.
But my thing is, I'm saying it's unrealistic financially.
And we got room for 2 max players. We over 60 million. If it's one time that you want to do it, this is the year, because we got all of the money in the world. We got all this cap. We got everything. If you're going to do it, you're going to do it now.
So you're going to build around, Tim?
I'm kind of giving up on the Joel Embiid era.
Well,
never got the second round. We're probably not going to give out the second round.
Build around Maxey.
You're gonna build around Maxey, and then you're gonna go at the premier free agent, or you're gonna make a significant trade in the offseason. You got to do it early.
The free agents is out there that's gonna be that significant that we could win a championship with.
Well, I actually was gonna read the list of free agents, but since y'all cut me off, I ain't looking it up again.
I'm sorry, go ahead. The free agency list. Pull it up.
They said number 1.
I took it off.
We all about educating. We all about educating ourselves and the listeners. So what is it now?
Go ahead, Tom. Well, Maxey's probably going to stay here though if he,
All right.
All right. Let me ask you this: since you said Maxey, so if Maxey falls off and can't produce at the similar levels, and because we talk about when somebody playing on a garbage team and there's no help around them, their numbers should go up, right? That's the argument we just made about the dude from Detroit, that he was playing on a garbage team, so his numbers was inflated, right? So these numbers should get inflated now. So if Maxey numbers don't go up and actually drop down, I'm just saying if Maxey numbers don't go up and actually drop down, is he still going to? Are you still paying him that super max or that max that he could get?
Would y'all go after DeMar DeRozan? He's a free agent next year.
I mean, to Dwayne's point, that's a great point, but I do think his numbers are going to go up. But if they don't, he is hurting his value.
Malik Monk, a free agent.
Right now, you got. It's not the list is not that great after you get past the first few. It's like you got Maxey, then after Maxey, you got Paul George, and then Pascal Siakam, who I really think that's who they should have really traded for.
You got DeMar DeRozan.
Then LeBron James, and then Drew Holiday, and then Tobias Harris. All these are our players.
You got DeMar DeRozan too.
DeMar DeRozan.
You see, we do like. I think everybody on here outside of Tim really likes Joel Embiid, and really Ethan kind of hate on him too a little bit.
Hold on.
Joel Embiid,
free agent too. James Harden, Daryl Morey.
I was looking at that.
We in particular MOTC talking about the injuries. The injury you cannot overlook. If you're a GM and you got to make decisions on whether your team can win a championship, you cannot overlook the injuries. You can't. I mean, it was about to let Steph Curry go because he kept and he didn't even get hurt that much. It was just mainly 2 injuries that he had to his ankles. And they was about to decide to move on with him. And then fortunate enough, Mark Jackson came there and was like, nah, I'm going to rock with him. I think he's going to be good.
Klay Thompson, a free agent.
And did that. I feel sorry for Klay. Klay is mentally compromised right now.
Is Wiggins a free agent too?
Nah, he just signed that 4-year deal last year.
Oh, yeah. Right.
But Klay is mentally compromised right now. I feel sorry for Klay. I don't know. I don't think Golden State going to let him rock though. I think the Golden State going to stay with him, but I don't. Is anybody paying a max deal contract to Klay Thompson right now?
Hey, is what's his name? What's his name? A free agent this year too. The boy from Charlotte, Bridges. Remember everybody was looking at trying to get him last year.
He vetoed all trades. They were trying to trade him. He vetoed everything.
No, but I'm talking about because he's about to be a free agent off season.
He's like, I ain't gonna know.
He's dumb, X-Man. I agree. We went through a number
of. I'll go at the Miles Bridges.
Morey and Brett Brown was made 2 of the worst decisions I've ever seen in my life. And Brett Brown, John, when he traded Mikal Bridges on draft day was a tragic move.
Would you trade Mikal Bridges for Maxey?
No, I would. You get them to play together. You don't get them to play apart.
But if you
I consider it.
You get them to play together.
You think Bridges' upside is bigger than Maxey's?
I think Bridges is a 2-way player and showed that he could be a bucket too.
He's a better 2-way player.
Considered. I'm not saying I clearly do it, but he's a 2-way player.
He is.
I think I'll take Bridges over Maxey. You can't teach height.
See, I don't like trades like that because you're trading a forward and for a guard. Like if they was both forwards or both guards, then you do that and then you get like the reason why I don't like that because and I know we just hypothetically talking, but if you really trying to build your team, you don't bring in a good forward and then trade a good guard. You're going to keep them both. Like if for instance, I think the more of the argument would be, would you trade Maxey for Donovan Mitchell? That's more of a question to me.
I think Donovan Mitchell.
I would.
Is there free agent? He got another year left in his contract. I think he got more time.
I don't even know. I think Elton Brand's a puppet. He ain't making no decisions. Y'all talking about Elton Brand.
MOTC, you'll trade Morey for Donovan. I mean Maxey for Donovan Mitchell. Donovan the ball. How old is Donovan Mitchell? 25, 26?
What are we bad about, Rohan? What's so bad?
I'm just saying, like
actually, what Tim just said, though, Tim, honestly, what you just said, if B can come back.
Matter of fact, what's our standings, right?
I just don't understand. If B could come back, at the team, you still have all your major players, and then you have, like you said, Batum will be back, Covington be back,
27.
Melton be back.
That's your spacing.
So
yeah, but the only thing that don't make a sense to me is the trades that they made. And maybe they're going to try
You
to see
gotta
if the
forget
young boy
about the
council
trades.
can come in and.
Because Springer
Yeah.
wasn't playing that. We realized Springer's up and coming, but he wasn't playing anyway. So I'm saying if you
True.
just, and I'm saying we picked up a point guard, Cameron Payne. Regardless, he's actually a traditional point guard. You got him. That said, he picked up Kyle Lowry. I know y'all don't like him, but he's a backup point guard. So you got two bona fide point guards. Maxey's your shooting guard, and now you got two wings that they can shoot on either side. And plus, Tobias has been stable down low.
Is this Kyle Lowry thing for this year?
Bad.
It's for this year, right? This Kyle Lowry thing?
Yeah.
Just for this year?
Yeah.
I guess you can try and kick the tires on it. I don't know what it'll do. I mean, he has played for Nurse, so that's the connection there. Nick's Nurse probably loves him. So
basically a player coach then. Yeah. All right. I mean, come in and be a player coach.
Tires on him, man. I mean,
I think we should
sit on the bench.
I'm thinking about the Sixers now, and I know some people said it before in the pod, in the comments, in the comment section. But I think the only way you can build this team with Joel as your cornerstone is you got to get the best backup center you can get, and that might be overpaying for a backup position.
Bring Drummond back. Would he want to come back?
Dwight Howard.
Even at the cost of you getting a start, I was actually thinking about Dwight Howard too, Ethan. Even at the cost of you getting a starter and paying him, but having him come off the bench, but paying him starter money, just to ensure that if B go down and you got somebody to plug in.
We wasn't really playing Drummond that much. You don't even you won't have to pay as much as you think you may.
No, Wayne wanted Paul Reed.
I'm just saying.
Dwayne wanted Paul Reed.
First of all, Dwayne and Tim both said to play Paul Reed at power forward alongside Embiid. We never were on board with Paul Reed being a backup center. I've never considered Paul Reed a center. I've always said he should be played at power forward.
Forgot about Tony Bradley.
I like Tony Bradley.
Did give us some good minutes, but now you need somebody giving you better than
MOTC. Chill out. That's what I mean. I think that's the best way to go. Bring the best backup center you can get, even if he's a starter. Put him on the bench, even if you have to overpay. Put him on the bench and pay him. Now, like you said, you may not have to, Tim. You may be able to get somebody that you may not have to pay that much money. I'm just saying, if you want to have Beat as your cornerstone, and throughout the season, you got to be realistic about the time he plays. Even if Joel Embiid only plays 55, I'm fine with that.
Ray.
You ain't mute yourself, Tim.
Go to bed.
Yo, you're not muted. Are you on your phone? What are you doing?
They said Cameron Payne been having. Guess what? Cameron Payne been day-to-day knee injury too.
I muted my computer instead of my actual mic.
You need to mute.
Oh, you couldn't hear what we were saying.
No,
he over there screaming at his kid. You can't yell at his kid. We heard you. We know what you were saying.
Yeah, you said go to bed. Yeah, we heard the whole conversation. And she said, forget you, Dad, and then ran upstairs and started playing around.
That's not what you said at all.
Did you say something at me? I thought I seen something fly at you.
Yeah, she said, but she said forget you, but not in those words. And then she went upstairs and enjoyed the rest of her evening. So we know what's going on there
watching TV.
No.
But I think that's what had to be the move. But I mean,
I think the season over yet. Thanks, Tim. You restored my faith. I don't think the season over yet. If Embiid comes back in 4 weeks, it ain't over yet.
I think we got shooters. We got spacing. They created spacing in the trades they made. That one trade.
I still think we lost some defensive tenacity, though.
I think so too. But I do believe that we got the shooting that we need.
We should have got a PG back.
PG. Who that?
What's the boy name? P. Tucker. PJ Tucker.
That would have been. Yo, he mad.
Yeah, he mad. He get traded over there.
Well, they're gonna cut him. They're gonna cut him. They're gonna cut him anyway. He's gonna get on the buyout market probably.
I don't know.
Yeah, probably so.
I guess he plays hard. Seth ain't been playing. I've been looking at his minutes. He really ain't been playing over there in Dallas. He got traded back to Dallas. I don't know where he just got traded to now.
Yeah, maybe we could have brought Seth back. Where? Oh, he probably got. He
He had
got
his
traded.
best years of his NBA career here in Philly
Yeah, he did.
under a step pop.
He did.
I give Doc this. He look out for his own. He look out for his own.
You
He
said
took
it's
care of his
step-up?
son.
Oh, they said he with the Hornets now.
He took care of his son-in-law. Make sure his daughter cool.
Yeah.
I tell
Oh,
you
your
that.
boy
Doc,
bounced back tonight, Ephraim.
Oh, he did.
He
I
got
didn't see what he
strapped. He
had.
got strapped. He dropped
Yeah,
42
I saw
on
Grant
Indiana.
Williams and Steph Curry both got traded to Charlotte today.
Did he? Did they win tonight? Golden State.
Yep,
They started
131 to
early.
109. The great Pacers and Tyrese Halliburton lost.
I'm telling you, the NBA, I think, going to try to get Golden State in the playoff. They're going to try to get them at least in the playing game. They're going to try to show my young boys on the scene.
Wait, hey Wayne, why every chance you get, you try to slander Tyrese Halliburton?
He do. He try to slander Tyrese.
Wow, I just said they lost.
Because Wayne don't like being wrong. This is why he continues to hate on the board.
But first of all, I just said in hindsight that was the wrong move to make to not get him. I just said that. But however, before we anoint him, we're going to talk about him getting 11. He had 11 assists and 5 points though in 26 minutes.
Y'all know who the hottest team in the league right now, though?
Golden State.
The Cavs.
Oh,
they
word.
balling. I think they like in third place, about to be in second. They might be the
Who
team
their
that we
best
got
player?
to worry about.
Who their best player? Who their best player?
Donovan Mitchell.
Wow, I remember some people here telling me Donovan Mitchell was overhyped. Especially when I was saying we was talking about the top 25 under 20, top 5 under 25. I was told Donovan Mitchell was a crybaby. He don't know how to play team ball.
Didn't they get knocked out the playoffs early last year? Didn't they get knocked out the playoffs early last year?
I don't know. Did Tyrese Halliburton make the playoffs last year?
What the great Donovan Mitchell do last year?
He's made it to the second round before in his rookie year. And they cheated him against Harden.
Cleveland is 9-1 in their last 10 games, and they won 8 straight games.
Wow, it's impressive.
Wow.
And guess who their best six man is?
Who's that?
George Niang.
I forgot he was playing over there. I forgot. Bang bang. Jordan Niang was playing over there.
He was our best six man too. The sad part. Oh man. I feel a little bit encouraged after talking to him. The trades just threw me off a little bit. If he come back, we still got a chance at making a run. To the playoff, to the second round.
The design of the team now is all about spacing, and I think that helps everybody. It helps Maxey, it helps Embiid, and because if Embiid gets double, we can kick out to either wing. You got Maxey, the 3-point shooter, Nick Batum, and Buddy Hill. That's a problem.
We'll see.
I mean, Cam can shoot too, so that is interesting. We'll see if he can get back out there. But in the meanwhile, are we going to have enough to make it? Are we going to lose? Are we going to be in the play-in game with Embiid?
But there ain't nobody going to see is that those top seeds ain't going to see the.
I will say that. I will say if we get in the playing game and Joel Embiid comes back, it's going to be a problem for whoever plays. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We are the Uncensored Philly Sports Podcast. Don't forget to watch. We out.